Here we are again, a SPAC show requested from new member Murdizzle, going back to 1995. It was hard for me not to say 96, with it being 6/26/95. And wow, probably mostly remembered for the Down with Disease and Free. That was the first thing that came to my mind. But really, there was much more. The whole second set, it's hard not to start with the second set, really. But we will not. We will start with the first set because there was some stuff going on here too, and then this whole My Mind and Its Ice always kind of reminds me of the 97 Nutter Center. There were some things going on in the Down with Disease that reminded me of the Miami Free in '03. So let's just start here with My Friend. Now, that's not something they do every day. Lots of animal themes going on here tonight. Sloth, dog-faced boy kind of counts, possum, antelope, sleeping monkey. A little all over the place, ended with a rocky top. Not their only cover. And this here, I guess a cover. One that they never really play anymore. And I don't know, I mean, it fit. Maybe they're like, we got songs of this nature, Not that they have like gospel kind of song, gospel rock songs here. Which is what that was. I just saw it there on the live Phish who wrote the song. I do not remember now. But one that kind of came and went quickly. They played it 5 or 6 times and then right out. Early in the show, it was good. Almost if they would have flopped those. That one had the feel of an opener. And then My Friend, I don't know what My Friend is, I guess it's rock and roll. Maybe. I don't know. And then the Bathtub Gin. While nothing went too deep here in the first set, you would look at a Bathtub Gin. I think it was, in between 8 and 9 minutes. But they got some things going on in the Bathtub Gin. These 90s shows. You just never know. Just out of nowhere. And it's like I said, it didn't have time to go too deep. There's a weird vocal part from Trey kind of somewhere in there in that jam. And if you get slow points, which there wasn't a lot of them, maybe the NICU, Sloth, My Mind, because they didn't run long. Sloth was pretty quick. Ran through it. And the NICU's always kind of welcomed, It's getting to that point now. And for me, anyhow, there's times when maybe I kind of come and go with songs. I like them, then I've had enough, and then I'm back on the bandwagon. Kind of on the NICU bandwagon right now. Unfortunately, we don't get a ton of that. So then here's the Sloth, like I said, our first mention of the, and Trey just completely ripping in that one as well. My Mind's got a mind of its own, a brief cool off into an It's Ice that got really crazy. One thing they didn't have, though, was the element of the kind of funk, They still had not played at this point in their career, we did not have the Talking Heads Halloween show yet, the Farmhouse album, and I know you don't immediately think of funk when it comes to the Farmhouse album, but it did play its role. The Dog-Faced Boy, one we never get anymore. Tila, one we just got a big one of back on New Year's Eve. Paige getting a chance to shine, and then the Possum, boy, getting our first Led Zeppelin tease of the night. And it kind of changed a little bit in the middle of it. Like, it stayed Possum, but it was almost like half the band slowed down or something. I don't know, a very cool Possum, and then, which you don't hear from me very often. So a very good first set, You would think that, wow, if this is what we got in the first set, what do we got over here? Are we going to possibly get a dud? But no, boy, this one right here. To be remembered, the Down with Disease, it was like there was a war going on. There's like jets taking off. They were in the air flying. And then, like toward the end, it gets hard. It was kind of had a hard and heavy feel throughout, too. Kind of a little bit of a little bit of an angry Phish here in this Down with Disease. And then by the end, it was almost like a marching. You could imagine, man. The jets have landed and the troops are on the ground and they're coming for you. That's what the Down with Disease felt like. And then we get into Free, if there was a war on the ground here, and at this point it had moved into space, really. I don't know if it was like a sci-fi thing going on or what, but the Free, and there was points at when it would wind down and then take back off. Oh, and then like I mentioned, the part in Down with Disease, it's like Trey is really, he's like gearing up for something. There's just this sound I hear, it's almost like, he hits it a few times, and then bam, they just take off. I don't know if he's trying to get just the right tone or what. But that was the thing that I heard in that Down with Disease that I also heard in the Miami Free in '03. Then we get a Poor Heart here. Like, again, not much of a chance to take a break. You really didn't have a chance in the second set. I mean, Strange Design, you didn't have very long. The You Enjoy Myself, really, I thought after these two monsters, I didn't know if they still had it in them for YEM. But, man, not only Trey's part, but Mike as well, just going crazy on the bass part of You Enjoy Myself. So it was just an absolute, we had some many 5 stars throughout the night. The Gin, the Down with Disease, the Free, You Enjoy Myself. I mean, I love Tila, so I'll almost give it a 5 star no matter. And then Strange Design. Run Like an Antelope, again, they weren't quite done. Just a furious Run Like an Antelope. I'm not into the animal theme, but basically, I mean, put this to sleep. Sleeping Monkey, all right. At least it's a Phish song, because then when you get down here to Rocky Top, if it's not Phish, it's crap. All right, so they end the night with Rocky Top, showing what everything we got. They showed a little bit of everything. This one here, man. Sometimes you gotta watch what you're saying when you're like, oh, that was the best ever. When a show happens. Because there's always something like this looming. This was a good one. Thanks to Murdizzle for recommending and becoming a member. And boom, I think next we are going to go back to 92 or 93. And then we have another show from 95, I believe, December of 95. And then February of 03, 220 to be precise. December 9th of 95, I think, to be precise. I think. I might not have been precise. I could be wrong about those dates. But that's what to look forward to. All right, so, boom. A Led Zeppelin tease here and there. Some cool on the vocal jam and YEM. I haven't looked at the set list for these upcoming shows, but I've had enough vocal jams, man. I hope I at least get a show break from a You Enjoy Myself, a YEM. All right, guys. Boom. We are out of here. Thanks.